Imagine standing on a dusty plain, your heart pounding like a war drum. Before you, stretching as far as the eye can see, is an army 1,000,000 strong. 1,000,000 soldiers, with chariots and spears glinting under the harsh sun. This isn't a fantasy movie. This was the terrifying reality for King Asa of Judah. His opponent, Zerah the Ethiopian, a commander leading a seemingly invincible force. Against this colossal wave of humanity, Asa had just over half that number, 580,000 men. The odds were impossible. The valley of Zephathah was about to become a graveyard. As the two armies faced each other, a heavy silence fell over the battlefield, broken only by the snorting of horses and the clinking of armor. You could feel the tension, the raw fear in the air. Asa's soldiers looked at the endless sea of Ethiopian warriors, then back at their king. What could he possibly do? In that moment of overwhelming dread, King Asa did the only thing he could. He didn't look at his army. He didn't look at the enemy. He looked up. He lifted his hands to the sky, and his voice cut through the silence, a desperate prayer echoing across his ranks. "Lord," he cried out, "there is no one like you to help the powerless against the mighty. Help us, O Lord our God, for we rely on you, and in your name we have come against this vast army. O Lord, you are our God. Do not let mere mortals prevail against you." It was a plea of total dependence, an admission that on their own they were doomed. His men watched, their own fears giving way to a flicker of hope. Their king wasn't trusting in their swords or their shields, but in someone infinitely more powerful. And then the command was given. The horns blew a deafening blast, and the army of Judah charged. It was a sight to behold. 580,000 men running headlong into a force nearly twice their size. The ground trembled as they met in a cataclysmic clash. Shields splintered, spears snapped, and the air filled with dust and the sounds of battle. The Ethiopians, confident in their numbers, pushed forward, a relentless tide of steel and fury. It looked like Judah would be swallowed whole. But then something shifted. It wasn't a change in tactics or a sudden burst of courage. It was divine intervention. The Bible says the Lord struck down the Ethiopians before Asa and Judah. A panic, a supernatural confusion swept through Zerah's ranks. Soldiers who were once a disciplined force began to falter. They turned and fled. The hunters became the hunted. Asa's army, empowered by their God, pressed their advantage. They didn't just defend, they attacked, pushing the enemy back with a strength that wasn't their own. The mighty Ethiopian army, 1,000,000 strong, broke and scattered in complete disarray. Asa and his men pursued them, chasing them as far as Gerar, not letting a single one escape. The victory was absolute, a stunning testament to their faith. They returned not just with their lives, but with a vast amount of plunder from the abandoned enemy camps. The story of King Asa isn't just about an ancient battle. It's a powerful lesson about where we place our trust. When faced with impossible odds, with 1,000,000-to-1 challenges in our own lives, do we focus on the size of our problem or on the size of our God? Asa's prayer reminds us that true strength is found not in our own abilities, but in our reliance on a higher power. It's a story of courage, faith, and the incredible things that can happen when we admit we can't do it alone. If this story of incredible faith, a miraculous victory, inspires you, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We explore the most epic and powerful stories ever told, bringing them to life just like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.